Let's go to Chief White House correspondent John Roberts. John, a lot to get to.
Harris, good afternoon to you. And some breaking news at this hour. The Trump campaign says that it is going to request a recount in the Badger state of Wisconsin because the margin as it sits right now is about 0.6% difference between President Trump and Joe Biden. The rules allow you to request a recount if that margin is within 1%, and it is well within 1%. The campaign manager, Bill Stepien, with a statement saying there have been reports of irregularities in several Wisconsin counties, which raised doubts about the validity of the results. The president is well within the threshold to request a recount and will immediately do so. Immediately, though, is a bit of a relative term. Before you can ask for a recount, the results have to be certified. That's not going to happen until December the 1st. No word yet on whether or not we're going to hear from President Trump today. But if Joe Biden does come out as expected, I don't expect that the president would let Joe Biden command the news cycle. So we would probably hear from President Trump. He certainly has been busy on Twitter, and Twitter busy with him as well, censoring yet another one of his tweets. That's 3 today. The president tweeting, quote, "They are working hard to make a 500,000 vote advantage in Pennsylvania disappear ASAP. Likewise, Michigan and others." Twitter labeling that tweet as potentially misleading. For its part, the Trump campaign is operating on 2 tracks. One track is to count every legal vote out there for President Trump. The other track is to not count votes for Joe Biden that might be illegal. In a conference call this morning, the Trump campaign insisting that despite some of the states beginning to shift toward Joe Biden, they do believe that there are enough votes out there for President Trump to ultimately prevail, saying the president could win Arizona by 30,000 votes, Pennsylvania by 40,000 votes, and that there are the votes out there for other states to go the president's way as well. Listen to what Bill Stepien said.
We know there are anywhere between 1.2 to 1.4 million ballots yet to be counted in Pennsylvania. We know there are upwards of 500,000 in Arizona. We know that there are outstanding ballots to be counted in Nevada, outlying county, Republican counties in Michigan and Wisconsin within 1%.
The president running into some criticism for declaring himself to be the winner last night. Former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie calling it a bad decision to come out and do that at 2:30 in the morning. But the Senate Majority Leader, Mitch McConnell, was a little more generous to the president. Listen here.
Well, it's not unusual for people to claim they won the election. I can think of that happening on numerous occasions. But claiming you win the election is different from finishing the counting. And what we're going to see here in the next few days, both in the Senate races and in the presidential race, is each state will ultimately get to a final outcome. And you should not be shocked that both states, both sides are going to have lawyers there, both in these close Senate races and in the presidential contest.
The president's campaign is using the possibility of legal challenges as a fundraising tool, blasting out emails asking people for money to fund those legal challenges ahead. Unclear what they are going to do at this point, though, Harris, to challenge the vote. I'm sure they're working pretty hard, burning a lot of ink and computer power to try to figure out the best way to go at this. Harris?
All right. John Roberts, thank you very much.